Hello viewers, you're welcome back once again to my channel. Today we are going to be having another baking section, but this time is not going to be a cake. We are going to be making a Nigerian meat pie. So just join me, stay tuned as I go through the process from the beginning to the end. We are going to start now. First, I have to start by showing you the ingredients I'll be using for the dough. And after then, we have to do the meat filling. That's cooking the sauce that we are going to use and fill inside the meat pie. So now we are going to start with the dough making. After the dough making, we have to go for the meat filling. So stay tuned as we begin. So let's quickly begin with the ingredients. All right, here are the ingredients that we'll be using for the meat pie. Right here we have 500 grams of cold butter. Please make sure your butter is cold but not frozen. Here we have 1 teaspoon of salt. Here we have 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and here we have 2 tablespoons of sugar, 3 eggs. Inside here we have 6 cups of flour. So the first thing we are going to do is to add all the dry ingredients together and combine them properly. So here I've added all the dry ingredients together. So I'm going to be mixing this very well with my hands. Add the butter. So I'm going to be mixing this flour together with this butter very well. So okay, so now I have mixed the butter with the dry ingredients. You can see how it is now. So the next thing I will be doing right now is to make a hole at the center. I'll beat the eggs. Add it at the middle of the mixture. Then start mixing together. So I'll be kneading this with my hands for 2 to 3 minutes. So at this moment we need to add a little cold water. As you can see, it is ready. So I have to transfer it here because I'll be keeping it in the fridge to stay for 20 minutes. Here I'm going to be using 1 carrot and 2 Okay, first we put oil on a medium heat. Next is our onions. I'll be using 500 grams of minced meat. So fry this for like 2 minutes. At this point, add 1 teaspoon of thyme. Next, I will be adding potatoes. This is optional. So I'll be adding 1 teaspoon of chili. Some people use bell pepper. If you have a bell pepper, you can slice it and also add. But at this moment, I'll be using chili, 1 teaspoon of. Now add a bit of hot water. I'm going to allow this to cook for 3 minutes. I'll be adding little curry. This is also optional. And meat spice. So now, after 3 minutes, I'll add my carrot. Like I said before, this carrot is optional. So I will allow the carrot to cook together with the sauce 1 minute. So now I'll be adding 1 tablespoon of flour. This will help hold the meat, the potatoes and the carrots together. I'll be using 2 tablespoons. First I've added 1 tablespoon, so I will turn and see how it looks like. Okay. Now the second spoon, and that's it. So I will allow this flour to cook with the sauce for 1 minute. Okay. Now the sauce is ready, so I'll put it down. So now our meat filling, that is the meat pie sauce, is ready. So I brought out the pastry from the fridge and molded it according to the size I want to make the meat pie. So you can decide to mold it bigger than this one or even smaller. It depends on what you want. So after molding, I have to keep it here and roll out. It's difficult for you to do without a cutter. You can decide to use a round plate to cut it out. When you fill it with the meat, you touch the edges this way and close it. Then use a fork and close it properly. You are going to do this for all of them. When it's closed, you put directly to the pan. So I'm done rolling out. This is just to design it. So now I have one egg here. I'll beat the egg. Use the brush and brush the meat pie. Now I'm going to be baking this meat pie for 30 minutes.